And I really hope Gamin4Hope or Hope for Game, what the fuck his name is, watches this and tries to respond, because it is ridiculous, bro. I don't know how you think this isn't your fault. It is unacceptable. If you want to go pro, you need to be more realistic with yourself, bro. You're not going pro with this attitude. You can't win in bronze. How are you gonna win in OWCS? Yeah, tell me a little bit about this guy. I need lore. I need lore. Okay, so you said, what is this? Okay. He is plat trying to go pro, but had to move his wife and his kids with his parents. Okay, let's watch a little bit of this. Let's watch a little bit. Let me see. Hold on.
I want to compete at the highest levels of Overwatch in the Overwatch Champions series. But there's a problem. I'm 28 years old, married, and raising a family. This makes the path to get there much longer and consequently more challenging. I have created a detailed roadmap to accomplish my goal despite the additional challenges. I even have
Wait. So in the roadmap, he's gonna get money. Well, he's gonna get signed. Oh, and no, he hits Masters, gets signed, makes money, wins a championship, and then hits GM. So we're gonna win a championship, and then we're gonna hit GM. All right, that's a good fucking plan. Let me hear how he's gonna do it.
The additional challenges. I even have a timeline to go along with it that I'm happy to share with you at the end.
Okay, let me hear it.
I know what you're thinking. Anyone can compete in the OWCS. I know I could just jump in, but I don't think I should just jump in. I mean, if all I ever wanted to do was check the box to say that I competed, I would do that.
Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
At the start of my journey in May of 2023, my dream was to compete.
First of all, he's already failing. If you're worried about editing videos and documenting your pro career, it's over. What he needs to do is block his wife's number, not talk to his kids for 2 years, and order DoorDash every single day. Don't shower. That's it.
In the Overwatch League. The Overwatch League itself seemed incredibly exciting to me, but at the time, there really wasn't a clear path on how to get in. And then, seemingly out of nowhere, the league itself came to a complete and abrupt end. And if
He's
we're
also
being
not
honest,
Korean.
the moment that made boys cry was Obi-Wan and Anakin's epic duel in Star Wars
Spoilers!
But the moment that made grown men shed tears was when Zoe delivered that heartfelt speech marking the end of the Overwatch League. But from the ashes of the league, the Overwatch Champions series emerged. I mean, whether you love it or hate it, the route to get into the OWCS is very clear and very simple. However, simply participating in the Overwatch Champions series wasn't enough for me. My new goal quickly became to place in the top 50 teams of the competition. Since then, I've experimented.
Overwatch did that, chat. Top 16, baby.
With various strategies and approaches. Honestly, I didn't even have a clear direction until I started making this video. Now, I finally have a solid plan in place. Right now, I find myself feeling stuck in what many refer to as ELO Hell, otherwise known as Platinum. Let's be honest, the gap between a Platinum player and the top 50 teams of the OWCS feels like not just one Grand Canyon, but at least 4. While your public rank may not be the most precise measurement of your skills, it definitely serves as a great indicator of your ability as a solo player. As a result, my first
now we're gonna VOD review this guy, but I gotta know some stuff about him. All right, I need to know his lore. I gotta understand what's going on. Okay, and then we'll get into it. There's a whole story that follows this.
Major goal on this journey is to elevate myself to the level of a Masters tank player. Achieving this involves a variety of strategies and a lot of dedicated effort. Primarily, it means identifying areas where I am falling short and taking steps to improve in those areas. I sometimes find success by conducting self-VOD reviews, but I've also discovered that getting feedback from a qualified coach can be even more.
Okay, what is this coach saying? Your positioning up to this point has been solid. Looking at the other team's backline, taking really good high ground to control space. Now they have that space to be able to engage off of it. So I need you to be calming 3-2-1 backline with Junoring and make sure you're... Who the fuck is this guy? I think you played really well. No, he didn't. He's in plat. No plat player has ever played really well. Why is he lying? That's why you guys always say, Apply, you're being so mean to the VOD reviewers. No, I'm not. Why? You guys paid money for this. I'm being honest. Why would I let you guys gift me subs just to tell you guys lies? For example, okay, I want to go this direction using this ability to set up engage from location, and then we use X ult to follow up or make sure that we win the fight. Oh, make sure that we win the fight. Okay, that's good coaching.
No matter the method, I focus on pinpointing one specific aspect of my gameplay that, when improved, will lead to significant progress. During my ranked matches, I concentrate solely on that particular aspect. I try not to dwell on whether I won or lost, or even who was to blame for the result. Instead, I focus on whether or not I actually made improvements in that area I chose to isolate as an individual player. Improving as an individual player is just one step to my overall goal of being able to place in the top 50 teams in the OWCS. At the highest levels of play, Overwatch 2 truly becomes a team.
This guy showed the highest level of play is Peps versus Meta Boys. Who the fuck is that?
Team-focused game. Success requires not only excellent individual skills, but also strong teamwork that matches or even exceeds those skills.
That's
in the past, when I was focused on my Overwatch League journey, the goal was to utilize the social media following that I have to attract teams in the contenders area and network my way up.
How'd that go?
However, I have since discovered the next vital step: participating in scrims. For those who might not...
Wait, so he thought that he could get into the Overwatch League without scrimming. I don't think this guy understands how this works.
No, scrims are practice sessions specifically designed for honing team play. Personally, I plan to form a team of like-minded individuals who are eager to compete alongside me as we strive together to compete in the OWCS. So far, I feel like I've made pretty good progress in this area. I mean, we even scrimmed together for a while under the team name Hopium. However, we recently recognized the need to bring our individual skill ratings more closely together to enhance our overall performance. By focusing on teamwork in these scrims, we can develop better communication and coordination, which are essential for success in high-stakes competitions. My goal is to create an environment where each member can grow together, ultimately pushing us all toward that top 50 spot. My biggest challenge, though, goes well beyond Overwatch, and that's actually the area of my finances. Right now, I can't afford to drop to part-time work and support my family. At the start of this journey,
you gotta let him go then. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Listen, the wife's gotta go. The kids gotta figure out something else to fucking do. We're trying to go pro. We got other things to fucking worry about, bro. Kick her ass to the curb.
I was actually a full-time content creator. I was fortunate enough to be in that situation because of some very supportive family members and driving for Uber and Lyft part-time. However, it felt like everything changed overnight when our emergency fund ran out, leaving us in a really tough financial situation. And that's when I realized I had to put my family first and step back from being a full-time creator. The struggle became very real in that...
Damn. Clean up. Okay, 6 a.m., 5:30 a.m., clean up and caffeinate. 6 a.m., quiet time with Jesus. No, bro, that needs to be warming up hours, man. Jesus would want you to chase your dreams. I mean, quiet time. Get on Kovacs! Okay. Plan the date. Rachel's girl time. He got a schedule to hang out with his wife. That's what's up. Work 8:30 a.m. to 5. Edit video in between that at lunch. Dinner is at 5:30. Wait, when are we gaming? Wait, he's playing Overwatch comp for 1 hour? You can't go pro. You play one fucking game. You got guys night for 2 hours. Guys night should be getting in the fucking ranked queues, man. You can't go pro.
As of then, I could only dedicate about 10 hours a week to playing Overwatch. So my wife and I...
10 hours a week, chat? I was playing 15, 16 hours a day.
Created a financial plan to give ourselves a year-long runway of sorts. First, we'll focus on paying off our debts, which fortunately consist of just a couple of car loans and some credit card bills. Once that's sorted, we'll build an emergency fund that can cover a full year of our expenses. After we accomplish these goals, I plan to quit my teller job and use that extra time to focus on creating content and improving my skills as an Overwatch competitor. Ultimately, all the extra time that I gained by leaving my teller job wouldn't make much sense if I don't use it wisely. That's where the next important step comes into play: competing in smaller tournaments. With Faceit now being natively part of Overwatch 2, organizing structured tournaments has become easier than ever before. A fantastic way of putting those skills to the test is by jumping into tournaments. This not only gives us the chance to compete, but also allows us to potentially earn some cash prizes.
Hello, I like money.
By combining this tournament experience with the additional content I'm creating, I can support my family better. Plus, this could help my team gain some social media attention and attract potential sponsors. I mean, in a perfect world, this opportunity would open the teammates' doors to leaving their 9-to-5s if they so chose. You see, it's very important to me that as I grow and succeed, that I am not the only one reaping the benefits. Even after accomplishing all of these steps, I truly believe there's one more important thing I can do. At this point, I can only imagine that I'll be working hard to reach Grandmaster as a player. If I'm not already at that level, I will focus on closing the gap in order to get there. However, simply reaching the Grandmaster...
So his goal is to go pro and then reach Grandmaster. I think we should rework the path that we're going here.
Rank isn't the end goal I have in mind here. My real aim is to be among the top 25 tanks in the North American region.
Okay, but how are you going to do that when you're plat?
This might not seem like that big of a deal when it comes to the OWCS, but it does mean something very important to me.
That matters.
For this goal, I can...
Listen, if you're if you're in champion and you're like, listen, I want to try to go pro and scrim. All right. That's okay. Try. I mean, bro, you gotta start somewhere, but he's being led astray.
Build even more self-confidence in my abilities as a player.
Okay,
it's
let me
not
see.
just about the rank. It's about knowing that I can compete at a high level and be among the best. I would hope to complete everything I need to do in less than a year so I can be ready to compete in 2025. However, it's crucial to understand the difference between what I hope for and what is actually possible. In truth, competing in 2025 may not allow me to reach my ultimate goal of being in the top 50 teams. On the other hand, competing in 2026 is still a big challenge, but it feels much more achievable. I didn't begin this journey because I was afraid of facing obstacles. So yes, competing in the OWCS in the year 2026 is my ultimate timeline, and is the timeline that I promised I would share. While this roadmap
2026
timeline to accomplish it,
he's going pro.
An additional challenge I had to overcome was making the time to walk down this path. See what I did there?
Okay. It's been 8 months. All right, now we need a VOD. Just to wrap up the lore on this guy and everything, okay? Get your notepads out. 28 years old, 2 kids and a wife. Can only play the game like 1 hour a day. He's going pro. Quit his job. Ran out of his emergency fund. Bald. Okay, here we go. Let's get it. I'm gonna do a fair real VOD review. Okay, he's got charge punch. Okay. All right, so he farmed charge punch.
We just need to back out here, buddy. Yeah, you're just...
He's not going pro.
Dead.
All right. So right now, he is basically doing nothing. What I would like from him here is to try to set something up here, though. You know, he's letting it happen. It's like someone's trying to fuck him, and he's laying down and is like, yeah, fuck me. But you have to do something here. Just because your team died or one died or someone taking damage doesn't mean you necessarily reset and back up. He turned around and looked around, and he was like, yeah, buddy, we got to back up here. But why not try to make a play here? Go for a trade. Like, look, what is this sequence here where he's looking at his team? He is checking to see what his team is doing. But why? Why? Do what you want to do. Also, why are we even holding here? Who the fuck holds here? Okay, so we still have punch. We get a good charge on our punch. We have punch. We only lost our bastion. Still winnable. Okay, we punched the junk queen. Okay, we're getting out. Okay, reset. All right, let's reset.
Okay, we just need to back out here, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, you're just dead.
But yeah, he's dead because you're not drawing aggro, bro. His Sojourn is the fucking tank. Okay, good punch. Okay. You want to make sure that your block is used to keep you in the fight, like we talked about in the previous Doomfist VODs. You don't want to block early because people are just going to avoid the block. You want to engage first, slam in, punch in, and then block. You stay in the fight. You can play deeper. But right now, your blocks are basically useless. What's going to happen when you get into high elo, they're going to be like, ah, look at that goofy ass motherfucker blocking early. And they're never going to shoot you, or you're going to get honest left and you're going to die. Okay, we're still looking at our team. But the thing is all this time where we're people watching is time where we could be going in. Every time we're looking at our team is time where their team is doing something and we're watching a TV show. I know what I know what's going through his big bald head. I know what he's thinking. Well, how can I go in? We keep dying. But they can't shoot your team, and they can't go for nades, and they can't do all these things to your teammates if you're the one drawing the aggro and you're setting the tempo on their team. But right now, you're a spectator. You're 23% to ult. The game's been going on for a minute. Where are we going?
Gathered a bunch of attention.
No, you didn't. You didn't gather any attention. They're about to cap the point.
Oh. Yep, my fault. I thought I could punch them off. I missed. That's okay. My fault. Man, we're getting stomped, though.
I mean, buddy, you're 0-0-1 with 429 damage done.
Ah, there it is. Get off Doom.
Okay, so they ask him to get off Doom, which I agree with. I don't think Doom is a good pick into this.
It is. I think he's one of the more frustrating heroes besides Mauga for people.
Okay, so what are we doing here? A lot of time you are spectating. What are you going to do when you say you want to go pro? You're in the top 50 OWCS teams. What are you going to do when their tank is taking all the tempo? He's making all the plays. He's going in. He's ulting first. He's flanking. He's going in. He's doing damage. And you're a spectator. All you're doing is watching, bro. You're sitting back in a lounge chair. You're rage baiting me. Who are we waiting for? It's like you are playing. I know he's not even here, but I'm gonna pretend he's here like I'm talking to him. It's like you are waiting for somebody, but the thing is your team is waiting for you. It's like you're waiting. It's like almost like you're like, but where's my tank? What the fuck are my tanks doing? But that's you. Okay, what did we do there? What did we just do there? Okay, I like that. It's not bad. Now we go in. What? The last 4 shifts? Are we exploring the map?
Trying to walk my way around here, basically just playing distract.
I'm trying to walk my way around here, basically playing distract. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the best way to distract people is to actually fucking do something. Let me get ready to pause it when he hits tab. This guy says, you have no clue how to play him. Swap. You're talking to a pro Overwatch player. Shut your mouth. Okay, so we are 2 minutes and 21 seconds into the match. We are 0-0-1 and 490 damage. Currently less damage than the Moira and the Ana and their Ana. Their tank is 7-0, 2,500 damage. So as of right now, I do believe that this is his fault. I think that his idea of playing Overwatch is that he needs to live and run around and just try to stay alive. And as long as he's alive, he's doing good. But no, He needs to take the game into his hands.
Play him swap, he says. They're coming back from spawn.
Guangzun says, what the fuck is this tank? Okay, now our first engage of the game. Here we go. And you know what's crazy? Is I feel like that was the best thing he's done all game. I feel like the fight was already over. They're about to cap. I feel like that was the best thing that he's ever done. If he just did this with his team, it'd be fine. Also, you don't need to shift in. Drop down, go for a punch, and then shift out. You don't need to commit all of your cooldowns to one fight. Jump, drop down, punch, shift out. Cycle your cooldowns like over and over and over again. No need to all in.
They've stopped trying. Look at this position.
What do you mean they've stopped trying? Their tank hasn't done anything the whole game.
Okay, I have 4 seconds to that cooldowns there.
Okay, you have a punch. Okay. You say, come on, keep shooting me so that you farm your punch. But then you farm your punch and you don't go in with the punch. What are you doing? Your name's Hope for Gaming. I have no hope for you going pro. How? What are you watching?
Pretty crazy. I'm standing right next to our supports and not getting healed.
It's pretty crazy. You're 5 minutes into the game with less than 1,000 damage.
Oof.
Oof. Oof. There we go.
I have my ult.
Here we...
Okay.
You know, I think that was not bad. That was not bad. He punched somebody, he ulted them. If you just synced up your timing with the rest of your team, that would have got a lot of value. But the problem is that you let the rest of your team die before you go in. You sit there and you watch. You watch your Bastion die, you watch your Ana die, you watch your Moira die, and then you're like, it's my time to go. You gotta go in, bro.
Guys, you're 1v4ing and losing.
What do you mean you're 1v4ing and losing? You just 1v5'd.
Crazy. It's all right. I held the distraction. I think the frustration of playing Doom when you have people that just don't like people who play Doom as your teammates. Oh, like look at that.
What do you mean look
But
at
don't
that?
worry. If we lose this one, it's on me for sure. No sleep dart.
I don't care about any of his cancellations. This is about him wanting to go pro and me VOD reviewing. The video is going to be nothing about him being a freak of nature. Just him quitting his job at 28 years old, trying to go pro playing Overwatch 1 hour a day.
That's actually just...
So, we're just done healing? Dude, holy fuck, dude. That is actually fucking great, dude. So, okay, so we're just done healing then. 0 and 4, 1900 damage. Listen, Gamin4Hope, if you're watching this, disregarding all of the people that say mean things to you because of the weird things you say, you can go pro. Don't give up. Okay, we slam and punch nobody. Why are we punching nobody? I don't know why the audio is like this, chat. It's his audio.
Okay. That's all right. That is okay. I am 0 and 5. I am not playing perfectly by any means, but I'm also thinking that maybe if I land next to my supports, I'll get.
So here is the problem that I think a lot of you guys do too, chat. I'm flaming Baldy over here, but you guys have this problem too. You guys always say, yeah, I'm not playing good here, but once that but comes in, you won't improve. That's always how it is. Even if you admit, yeah, I could have done this better, but subconsciously giving yourself that out makes you never improve. And that's a fact. I don't care if you disagree with me. And listen, listen, if this is a random guy playing Overwatch and he didn't say anything, I would never VOD review this guy ever. He wants to go pro. I want to see him in the big leagues.
healing, but Moira is more focused on DPSing.
Their Moira's got good heals.
Okay, and the Ana's tilted. Okay.
I think their Ana's got good heals too. I think you have less damage. You have his Moira has double his damage, and their Ana has more damage than him.
Okay, that's what's happened. I understand now. We can still win it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bummed at the response I'm getting from these low lobbies.
Well, what do you mean the response you're getting, buddy? You're trolling the game. I don't know what to tell you, my man. Like you what do you expect? You're gonna get a worse response in high elo. If you were in high elo 0 and 4, 400 damage, you're gonna get flamed even more. You keep calling these low lobbies, and that's why you can't improve. You are the worst player in this low lobby. These aren't low lobbies. These are your lobbies. They're not, stop calling them low If these were low lobbies, you would make them look at like low lobbies, but these are your lobbies. These are lobbies you're supposed to be in, or maybe even lower, bro. You can't do that. If you want to go pro, you can't think like this.
Z2 is like, if I had done this on my main, so I wouldn't have been able to place, obviously, but if I had done this on my main, because people know who I am, people try. I've actually had that, I like literally go, I'm not even trying, but now that you're here, I'm like, really? Get out of comp. Like, of course, I'm 0 and 5 again. I'm not saying I'm playing well here. I have made some egregious mistakes.
See, the thing is he acknowledges his egregious mistakes, and then he goes on a 30-minute rant about how it's not his fault. But you will never take into account these egregious mistakes if you're always looking at something else. That's the problem. I'm not on my main. These are low lobbies. My Moira, my Ana. But you're never going to be able to improve off those mistakes. Instead, ask yourself, how can I prevent myself from making these mistakes? You would have made these fucking mistakes on your main account too.
Punching should be the engagement tool. Slam should be get out. Your ability, let's see,
whoever's in chat is a W coach, by the way. Somebody in his chat just typed, you should engage with punch and slam out, or vice versa. I mentioned that in the second point. You should use one cooldown to go in, one cooldown to get out, so that you can cycle your cooldowns well and not get punished constantly. You can't all in every engage and die.
Ultimate is a good excuse to use all your cooldowns, okay?
Good.
Playing into counters like Hog and Sombra, which we aren't this game. Okay, so knowing that my supports have...
What did he just read? Wait, was that an AI? I think he just asked ChatGPT for advice. I don't know if that was a chatter. It said, playing into heroes like Roadhog and Sombra. I think that was ChatGPT. What are we doing here? What is that? What is that for? What does that block achieve? The block would maybe give you a punch, but you're not in a position to even use the punch if you did get the punch. I really do believe that you will never go pro and you will never get GM in your entire life if you have this mindset. With this guy, I hope he fucking watches this. I hope he fucking watches this, right? I don't think you will ever improve if this is constantly your mindset. And you can say like, yeah, but my Ana and my Moira were flaming me, but they're flaming you for a good reason. I would flame you too. What are you doing right now? What is this? 20 seconds have passed. No, 12 seconds has passed. But what happened here?
That's actually bonkers that they're losing that 1v1 there.
What are you talking about? That's bonkers. He's losing the 1v1. His tank is standing next to him. Nice. Now you're on the right side.
Okay, focus.
Focus, focus. Okay, bad jump, focus. Okay, we're focused. Okay. Our Genji's in. Let's engage with our Genji. Engage with our Genji. What do you mean, yup, Genji's going in? What do you mean, yup? Yup, Genji's going in.
Bad jump. Okay, focus. Yep, Genji's going in.
Yup, Genji's going in. Go in!
Kiri, I'm standing right next to you. Healing would be good.
This guy cheated through tutorial. Bro, don't be mean, Richard. Good engage, good engage. That was okay. I'm not mad about that. Listen. This looks awful, and he's gonna die. And I would like for him to have an ability by the time he went in here, so he can ability out. You know what's crazy is before this fight started, he read a chat GPT message that said punch is to get in and slam is to get out, and he went right. And then he didn't fucking listen to himself because he was so worried about the fact that he's not on his main account. He literally read a checklist. He told himself, I'm gonna punch to get in, I'm gonna slam to get out. But he slammed to get in and punched to get in, and now he's stuck because he's not actually focusing on improving. He's focusing on the fact that these low lobbies are so hard to play because his supports. These low lobbies.
Surely we can turn that around. Oh, we have a frontlining Ana. Kill them.
What do you mean a frontlining Ana? She got pulled in from the knife and she slept the Mercy.
Mercy, there you go. All right, they're killing things. We still aren't. I'm still not getting healed, which is.
We're anti-healed. How would you get healed? There was 3 people splitting your team. You got slept and naded. How do you want to get healed? You're 1 death from James Bond.
Actually diabolical.
Yes! We got a fucking kill. Okay. He's anti-heal. Get in there. Nice. Nice. Momentum, baby. We got momentum. What are you punching? Slam him. There we go. Don't give up on him. Keep hitting him. Don't give up. Nice. Nice.
Okay.
That was good. Open the fight up with the Ana dive. There's a distinct difference from that fight and the fights on defense where you punch to the left, shift to the right. I'm distracting them. What are you distracting, bro? Go fucking kill somebody. W engage. W engage.
Gonna use megas at this point. I can't.
What do you mean? They're pushing car, man. See, that's the thing, is you're so focused on not getting healed, you're never improving. All of your brain frequency is worried about your Ana. You are so worried about other people. Worry about yourself. It's ironic because we just watched a fucking 20-minute video about you quitting your job and not being able to fucking support your family. And you literally said word for word, I'm going to focus on improving in things that I need to improve. I'm not going to focus on other people. I'm only going to focus on things that I need to improve. I'm not going to look at anything else. I'm really going to lock in here and improve myself so I can get pro. But I watch one VOD from you and 40% of the game, 60% of the game, you're talking about someone else. You're up 1. Get aggressive here. I want to see you get aggressive here. You're up 1.
Oops. Misjudged that one.
Whoops.
All good. Looking worse in my last game so far than I was on my first game, which is actually kind of insane.
Okay. Good engage. Good engage. Careful. Junkrat in there. Break the trap. Use your block in this corridor. That's an easy punches. Oh, you got a kill. KB got him. Let's go. Let's go. We're good. We're doing good. We're doing good so far. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You can't punch that. It's a res. You're trapped because you punched in there, but you still have a punch. You still have a super punch. You have a super punch.
I have a fully charged punch, I guess.
No, you don't. You're gonna now. Gotta try to punch them. What?
Q? Button?
Oh, classic keyboard. Okay.
Hello.
So teammates, keyboard. What else? What else? Listen, man. Listen. Listen. I'm on board with the going pro journey. I'm on board. But this is fucking useless, bro. Focus on yourself, man.
Take the high ground here. No sleep.
Yep. Random ult. He read a chat GPT checklist before the fight started that said, when you have ult is an opportunity where you can use all of your cooldowns and then ult and get them back. But the thing is that nothing gets through that bald head because you're worried about your Ana. That's the thing, is you will never improve because you keep telling yourself things, but you're not actually improving because you're not thinking about it. Literally, the round ended, and you said, ChatGPT told you, punch to get in, slam to get out. You haven't done that once, okay? ChatGPT told you that when you have ult, it's a perfect time to use your abilities. You could have went in here, slammed, punched, blocked, punch, ulted, landed, slam, punch, block. 8 cooldowns all at once, but instead you ult for no reason. And now somehow, some way, when this fight ends, I bet it's someone else's fault. Keyboard issue, support issue, my chat issue. Let's see. Good kill.
Dude, where are we at?
He was getting healed, by the way. I saw the healing. The Kiriko and the Ana were both healing him. Look at this. They're both healing him. They're still healing him. You hear the Ana. You can hear Ana healing him, and you can hear Kiriko healing him. He turns his back away. He gets pulled and turns his block away, so he just takes a lot of damage and he dies. It's, man, this isn't the mindset to go pro.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get a brief update of what's going on in the lobby. APL is 33-4, 12k damage, okay? Gamin4Hope is currently 5-9, 4k damage. Moira has more damage than him. Their Ana has more damage than him. I don't know how Guangzun has 14 deaths.
Reset. Everything's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's still winnable for sure. You have time. I'm gonna see you engage here, draw some aggro, but live. Drawing aggro and die doesn't do anything. Chat, we've all experienced it before. I know damn well you guys have this experience where there's some guy on your team that's playing. Oh, damn, my internet just died. Are we good? Oh, Gamin4Hope sent a fucking predator missile at my house. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't my internet. Like Twitch just like reset. Like it was like gone. Bro, I think he's got shooters. Before my internet died, I was bringing up a scenario that a lot of us probably have gone through in our lives of Overwatch, right, chat? Type 1 if you've ever had this scenario, right? You have a tank player or a tracer or a flanker. Type in the chat, bro, they're literally all focusing me. What the fuck are we doing? They're literally all on me, and they are literally all looking at me. Where are we at? There's a difference between drawing aggro and living and then going back in than going in and dying and then go, what the fuck happened? You can't blame your team if you're the one that dies constantly. You're not helping. You are feeding. The way to... But as I was saying, I want him to look for aggression here where he draws aggro but doesn't die. So go in, soft aggression. I like to call it soft engage. You soft engage, you do damage, and then you get out and you live. Okay. Thank you so much, Kusara. Good slam. Blades in. Get in there with your Genji. Get in. Don't. Why are we spectating? Here we go. We're blocking and looking away. We have our punch. Do we use it? What? What happened? What? What are you looking at me for? What are you looking at the camera for? Okay. Little update. APL 36-4. We're at 5-10 right now. We've done 5 elims. 5 elims, by the way, that is not final blows. We actually have 1 final blow, I believe. And you could be doing anything, bro. You can be slamming on anything. You could be doing anything for an elim, bro. It is disastrous to be 5-10 in this game. That is unacceptable. Our Applied streams always this entertaining. First day here, and I'm not a paid chatter. Yes, they are.
Come here. I can heal you.
What? That guy was literally AFK, by the way. What are we doing here? The usage of your block is completely useless. If you want to use block this way, don't. Stop. You need to engage, force aggro, and then Doomfist block. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, you're playing Sniper Doomfist. Okay, your team's in. You're in. Good engage. Good punch. Okay, you got slept. But look, now you have no block. You should have blocked there, but you blocked before. And now you're going to say, okay, where's my healers?
Okay. May have worked.
No, it didn't work. You
Distraction
died.
power?
No, not distraction power. You would have had block and you would have lived. Bro, you're a fucking corner store, bro. You're 7-Eleven.
Healing. Are they just pocketing the DPS that are...
What are you talking about? Who are they healing? They have great healing. You have more healing than their team. It's so crazy to me. He's gaslighting. He's genuinely gaslighting himself that it's not his fault. Bro, his team is doing fine. Stop, dude. Man, how can you expect to go pro with this mindset? We literally watched your intro video to your dream of going pro, and you said to yourself you're not going to focus and put your energy towards other people. And this is a scenario where it's not even their fault.
Dying this much? At least they're getting eliminations. I'm not even doing that.
Okay, what do we got to say?
I'm thinking about lunch now, which is how you know it's getting bad.
Okay. I don't blame him thinking about lunch. He saw 7-Eleven. He's thinking about their fucking 7-Eleven wings. Dr. Thick PhD says, no, I'll be our tank, and locks Brig. Holy shit. Dr. Thick PhD will handle it himself.
Our tank.
Our hero.
The support's just trying to hold hands. It's so cute. To be fair, stat line wise, they'd be absolutely valid to think they were carrying the game, whatever, if we do win it. But
what do you mean stat line wise they would be valid to think they're carrying? They are carrying the fucking game. They are deadlifting your dead weight. Listen, I wouldn't mind if this was a full VOD of you being like, fuck, I'm playing bad. I am not doing good right now. I would be less harsh with my input. But the fact of the matter is this is one of the worst Doomfist performances I've ever watched in my fucking 30 years of life. And you still don't think it's your fault. How is that realistic?
that's okay. I might, you know what?
I'm not 30.
I'm talking a lot of negative.
I'm not 30. Bro, I'm
gonna fix it.
Yeah, I'll be 25 June 19th. Okay, they're on Malga.
I'm down one.
You're up one. You're up one.
Okay, our Moira is going in.
No, your Moira didn't go in. She got a kill. Dude, he has so many things to say. He's a lot of words, not a lot of fucking actions. Oh, look, we have a frontlining Ana. Oh, look, we have a fucking Moira. Like, come on, man.
Okay. Guy's the point. Oh, that terrifies me.
What? What? Terrible attitude. I got a sub and I don't follow it. It? What the fuck? Fuck you. Chat's got jokes today, huh? Real funny, guys. Thank you, Dolomite, for the prime. Good engage. Oh, almost a good punch. You gotta charge that up more, buddy.
I mean, I stood on point, but I don't know how they lost that, but that's okay.
Who is they? Why is it never we? Why is, bro, how is it always, I don't know how they lost that. I don't know what they're doing. Bro, you're part of the team and you're 8-12.
That's because our Moira and Bap have decided to play DPS. That's what happened.
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened. You bald fuck. What happened was, you engage and you get a good engage. You hit 2 of them here. You don't charge your punch all the way up and you fucking miss both of them. Now you're stuck in here. You don't kill the Moira, you block nothing, then you die.
I mean,
how is that your Moira and your Bap's fault?
I thought maybe I could get into plat in one video because I thought Doom was okay, and he is. Like, I think fundamentally Doom's fine.
Doom is fine. It's you. So first, it's the keyboard, it's the supports, it's the hero, it's he's hungry, he needs a sandwich, it's the 10th game. But it's never you. Do you notice this? It's never you. And I really hope Gamin4Hope or Hope for Game, whatever the fuck his name is, watches this and tries to respond, because it is ridiculous, bro. I don't know how you think this isn't your fault. It is unacceptable. If you want to go pro, you need to be more realistic with yourself, bro. You're not going pro with this attitude. You can't win in bronze. How are you gonna win in OWCS?
And I think that I'm not playing him well, to be clear.
Yes.
And I do also think that he has this like negative perception by the community.
No, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? You're 8-12.
That like if you pick him, you're automatically throwing.
No, you are throwing because you are throwing.
Okay,
if you got into this fucking game and you started snap crackle popping, you started punching motherfuckers left and right, slamming, drawing aggro, taking space, no one would have flamed you. They only flamed you because you were 0-6 with 400 damage. You were not flamed for the hero. You were flamed for your gameplay. And that is simple.
Let's try this B-hop thing I've been trying to figure out here. So we have this whole sight line.
Now we're B-hopping.
Right, so we jump. Okay.
We're worried about B-hopping. We're 0-6 with 400 damage. We're worried about B-hopping. How about you worry about getting a fucking kill, man? Sniper Doomfist. Like, what is he even... Like, dude... Scared of his shadow.
I sold a bit here. Am I gonna lie?
No, you didn't. You're fine. You didn't sell. You're fine. You're actually holding space. It's crazy. I think his brain is literally is sick and twisted, bro. Literally, he is actually playing fine right now. He's holding good space. He's doing okay, and he thinks that he's making a mistake. He's fine. Who are you blocking? You're being shot.
Right. I get antied. My BAP just is doing interesting things.
His BAP. His BAP. It was his BAP. I'm being rage baited. Okay, so he sees 4 people shooting him. Right? He gets naded. So he's blocking. Right? You can block the damage while anti. If you block the people that are actually shooting you, he blocks it. But instead, he blocks the back of the Reinhardt.
Very winnable. We just...
What?
Okay.
Distraction again. I don't mind this rollout. I like this. Remember what he read a chat GPT advice before the second round started. He said, punch to get in, shift to get out, or shift to get in, punch to get out. Who wants to put money on the line that he uses both cooldowns, gets stuck, and dies in the fight?
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I'm rich. Whose fault was that? Whose fault was that? Miss punch, miss slam.
Yep.
Yep.
I had to hold point and kill the back line, so that is okay. We just GG and we move on.
Dude, if my Doomfist didn't type or calm the whole game and went 8-14 with 6k damage and typed GG, I would break everything on my desk. If he typed GG 8-14 6k damage, I would have broke everything. Did they respond? What did they say?
I'm willing to bet they think it's on me, but that's okay.
What do you mean they're willing to bet that they think it's on you? What do you mean they think it's on you? Just look at the fucking game. How could you expect to go pro like this?
Silver 3. Silver 3 Doomfist, way lower than I thought I was going to place, but I also didn't play perfectly. Honestly, I'm not at all surprised by these results. Doomfist is a very tricky tank to learn. Leave me some feedback below, suggest some videos.
My feedback and my suggestion is stop blaming your fucking team and actually do something. It's so hard to give you advice for you to improve on when it doesn't really matter what I say to you or anyone says to you. The problem is you're always going to blame it and deflect onto somebody else. You could always say, yeah, I could have done that better, but this is the problem. You're deflecting and you're never going to get better, bro. Lock the fuck in. Anyways, dude, that was a good VOD review. I feel like that was actually solid. Listen, Gamin4Hope, you can go pro. I believe. Chat, what are you, on a scale from 1 to 10, how confident are you in Gamin4Hope going pro? All right.